Yo, let's talk about Reiki healing, or the ability to heal with your energy. Now, between, your hands and the person. And all Reiki healing means is pretty much you can use energy, or you're talking about the electromagnetic energy from the palm of your hands to be able to naturally heal somebody, whether it's physically or emotional or mental well-being. And so this ties back into the video I just made before this, when I was talking about the three, when I was talking about the chakra centers and how the chakra centers you can use the chakra centers to heal the body, right? So I talked about the mental and the emotional application in the last video. In this video, I'm talking about the physical application of actually, applying this when you're talking about the Reiki healing and being able to touch to heal somebody, or being able to, now you don't even have to touch them. You could just use the energy or the electromagnetic energy from your palms. Now, this also ties back in, and this is why you would see Jesus lay hands, you know what I'm saying? And you would constantly see Jesus laying hands on people, because when you lay hands on somebody, you're able to send positive or negative electromagnetic energy throughout their body. So when you're talking about us two fields resonating or hitting each other, meaning I have an electromagnetic field around me and the other person has an electromagnetic field around them, are we really touching? No, this is just atoms and everything hitting each other's field. So what am I saying? That when it comes to energy, this is the same way. You're able to use your own energy circuits from your own chakras and be able to, target, to be able to heal somebody with the hands. But this could also be used in the opposite polarity when you're talking about somebody this also could be used in the opposite polarity when you're talking about somebody like the pastor, right? Who claims that they want to heal you and do something for you, which some do, but most of the time it's about money, right? But when it comes to healing and things like that, you have to understand that the pastor themselves, they will pretty much use their energy to manipulate you into, spending money and doing things like that. So you need to understand the power of somebody putting their hands on you or touching you even in a physical manner. Now, energy works all ways. It's not just physical, because it comes down to people can send energy at you, spells, and do all this, right? But at the end of the day, when we're talking about physical touch, you don't want to allow everybody to touch you. Now you gotta understand, Reiki literally means ray, like the rays of the sun, but ray, like universal, and like light, right? And then you're talking about ki, which is dealing with energy. So you're talking about pretty much how you're using light energy, you get it, electromagnetic energy, using light energy to be able to, help unwind or help remove all the negative blockages out of the body. This is what they call healing with the hands. Now, you can even do this, I ain't gonna lie, you can even do this mentally if you can get somebody to think in a certain manner to heal themselves. So you're talking about the process of what people call magic, or just the ability to use alchemical processes, or really alchemy, meaning which is basically like black science. So you're talking about the learning chemistry on down to a molecular level, right? Or even lower than a molecular level, atomic, even, you feel what I'm saying? Things like that. So you understand that energy flows, and energy never, and what it is if you have a bodily ailment in your body, it's because the energy is not flowing like a current properly, and it's not aligning how it's supposed to be aligned. So you're talking about the ability to align the body based off of, being able to get the different components of the body right. Like I said in the last video, you don't need to know everything that a medical doctor knows to do this. You feel what I'm saying? You just have to have the intention. And this is the difference between somebody that claims they're spiritual and somebody that actually knows what spirituality is. It's a difference between what people think is speculative and what we actually know is real, based off of us actually experiencing these things. So can healing be done with the hands? Yes. Can I do it? Hey, I'm gonna let y'all find that out eventually. But can it be done? Yes. But also, when you're talking about just even the ability to heal people based off of, sending energy towards them, this is dealing with the chakra system. And the chakra system is no more than just, think about if the universe had to put itself into a physical form, this is exactly what it would be. Talking about a miniature version of the larger thing that we all are. So these energy centers connect to larger outputs of energy. And you understand, so what you're doing is you're actually a sage or a shaman or somebody or a healer would actually go in and meditate, and they would learn these, and they would learn these alchemical processes that was taught in these ancient schools to be able to actually heal the next individual. You know what I'm saying? So even if you wasn't taught that, you will eventually learn through meditation and through breathing. And that if I know how energy flows through the breath and know how energy circulates throughout the body, then all I have to do is be able to, focus on that certain energy center to be able to channel that energy correctly. Now, this is how you are able to start healing things in the body when you're talking about using the palm or the hands. And you're talking about how you have a positive and negative. You can use both hands simultaneously now, but you have normally a positive and negative side of your hands. And this is, talking about the giving and receiving, or, the right being more, of a giver, in the left hand being more of the receiver. You're talking about positive and negative charges. So you're talking about these energy centers that can actually create vortexes of energy and implement it into the environment. This is how you see, when you see them guys, like on these, I might put it in the clip real quick, but if you see these guys that be doing like these, manipulating the electromagnetic field, their own magnetic field, and be able to actually manipulate other electromagnetic fields of other objects, and be able to move the air and the fire, and pyrokinesis, telekinesis, all these different kinesises that deal with the electromagnetic spectrum and magnetic fields and aura. You feel what I'm saying? So you start to see the correlation between aura fields, electromagnetic fields, and electromagnetic energy, and what people call, psychics and these different powers and abilities. So this is what I'm saying. When it comes to the healer, they're doing the same thing, just in a different format. So they're dealing with the heart chakra a lot, because they're dealing with a lot of healing. You're dealing with a lot of energy that knows how to heal and how to kill. Meaning to heal something, you have to kill off the old thing that was fucking it up. So this is what it's doing, is removing these blockages, and that's ultimately what Reiki healing does. This is ultimately what Jesus was doing, with what many of your Buddhists and your monks and many of your other cultures are doing when it comes to them being in Eastern science compared to Western science. When you're talking about them utilizing the actual proper foundations of the universe versus people who use speculative nature and compartmentalize science that they give to us and say to us that this is all that we're supposed to be knowing. You feel me? We could talk about that in another video, but just giving y'all an example. So make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe. This video getting long. I got more coming for y'all.